It's just once again, you see where all the cows have been along here, where it's been soaking wet with water. It's clotty, muddy, thick. These pathways get disgusting. But at the moment they're still powder dried. There's your dry river bed just down there to the left, where the water just sometimes comes along here after heavy rains, days on end. And that's why the flooded areas is usually flooded as well, because it's all the water runs down the hill and just sinks, steeps at the bottom. Doesn't run away in a hurry. Right, this is a bit choppy looking where the animals will be walking through it. Let's step over that. That's it. Right, so we're coming out into the field now. There we go. Look at that, where the cow's hoofs have gone in. It's all thick, muddy. Right, so I've just got to go around over the swamp, not where it's normally swamped with water, where there's a metal gate falling over, lying flat on the grass. That's what you use the rungs to step on when you go off to the left to get past. Because on the right, where you can see all that reed grass, it's completely waterlogged there as well. So you can't go off to the right and get through it, because there's a huge puddle of water on the road, on the grass track, what the farmers use, quad bike track. Now you can see the road that's going up and round S-bend after S-bend after S-bend, right up and over the top to go over to Broadstruther. And it's one hell of a journey to get to the top of that. It takes some doing getting right to the top. You got to keep stopping and starting and sitting on anything you can put your bum to and get your breath, then start again. Right, so I was up there going round past the pond up there, and then I went up alongside that tree line up there, then continue straight up. So I've nearly completed the walk now. I've just got to go along these bottom fields, then go across the last field and then bend to the right and climb over the turnstile gate, and then I'm back at the car park. And that's the Happy Valley walk completed this time, and hopefully I've got good footage, even though my batteries were fading in and out and gone off. But I stopped and started and put batteries in as soon as I stopped, and hopefully I've completely videoed the whole journey so far, just to help other people do the walk, because it's a beautiful walk. Right, so that's where you go up the side of the hill from the car park, where you cross over Kerryburn Bridge. That wall going up there, that's where them people climbed over it and followed the wall all the way to the top. And I don't know which direction they were going, But I did say, I said, are you doing the Happy Valley walk? And they went, yeah. So they just went climbing over the wall and followed the fence, the wall all the way up. So I don't know which way the path takes you from there, because I've never been up there. Right, so whenever you see reed grass like that, that means swamp underneath water, normally. Well, I was driving along the A1 today past the Metro Centre, and I was looking at my speedo and I was doing 60 or just over, and I was looking for the speed camera vans that park either side of the Metro Centre, junction 71. Bastards, not there the day though when I'm looking for them. Just typical. But I've sent a letter off to them, and I wrote and sold, put the letter in with it saying, from the DVLA, saying we have updated, sorry, if you get any more letters from the DVLA to do with your vehicle, just send them a copy of this letter we've sent you, saying that we have made a note that this is not your vehicle, blah blah blah. So I put that in with the letter and sent it off and say, when was it, last week now, and I still haven't heard anything back now, so I think that's by the wayside. I'm sick to death of them trying to scam people out of money. Right, so that's where I came along to the end of the wall, where that man, that couple is, so you can see the man and woman. They've just come through the gap in the wall. Now they'll be going to that little stream where that dead sheep carcass is lying down in the water. And then you go past that, round past the pond over there, the other side of the hillock. Then you bend round to the right and go up over the hill, and that's where I went. And then I was pointing down here all the time onto these green fields where you walk back along to go to the car. Right, so you get through this bit of a fence where there was a gate, and then you go slightly down to the left, and that's where it's normally flooded with water, and that's indicative of this reed grass area, swamp with water, because obviously all the water from up there comes down here and settles. So this place is usually flooded with water. But last week when I came along here I was just totally surprised that there was hardly any water, and the one round the corner there now, totally dry. It's lovely, easy to walk over it, get past onto the last field, going back to the car park. Right, let's just look back where I came from. So you go around that corner, you go through the gorse bushes and back down to where all those cows are. So if you wanted to do the walk in reverse, you'd go back that way. Just do the pathways in reverse. Head towards the cows, go past all the cows, go along the pathway past all the waterfalls, out back to the river ford, and then turn right and go up past North Middleton Farm, underneath the pylon. Just keep on going towards Old Middleton Hall. Right, this is normally the place where you struggle to get through. So normally all the water settle here in a big huge pool, and it's all soft mush, water and mud, slightly to the left of it as well, you can see. So you can see where people have slightly tried to go around to the right there through the marsh. But there was a metal gate here, because there was a gate here at one time. It was lying flat, and I was just standing on the rungs to help us get across, and then stepped right over to get over past all the water and the mud. But it's all dry, as you can see now. There's a little bit of water left in the ditch just along there to the left. Right, so I've just got to go back over the field now and go to the gate and climb over the turnstile, and I'm back at the car, ready to drive home. I'm not going to record the drive out of here this time because I've done it last week and I got loads of views of it, because I don't know what it is, but people love to watch driving videos, like when you drive out. Right, so you look up at the broad Struther stone track going all the way up, look. There's cows right at the top end. I think I'll have a whist here now and all. So I didn't have to stop, just jump in the car and start driving back home. I hate having to jump in the car and start driving and you've got to stop 5 minutes later because you're busting for a wee. And with me having a weak bladder because of my stroke, I need to go for wees constantly. It's terrible. So that's why when I get to the rest stop lay-by, just before you hit the A1, I always pull into there and have a quick wee. So if I get stuck in traffic, I'm not sitting there busting for a wee where you can't get out your car and just have a quick whisk in the middle of a motorway. So I always try and stop before I hit the A1 at Morpeth and have another whisk. So there's less liquid in me bladder. Makes it easier for to hold on to it. That's it, we're back to the wall now where the car's parked below. So I'll be jumping in the car and driving back up that steep bank past Skirl Naked Cottage and dropping down the hill, and then heading back along to the A697 Coldstream Road, turn right and then start driving back home. I can just see a vehicle in the distance there, just going around the corner of that wall. Can't see mine yet because I'm not far enough along and round the corner, because mine's part of the far side of the grassed area, so I won't see mine until I'm just about on it. But yes, that's where I was walking along the side, the middle of the hill, until I got to the end of the fence there, and there's the wall going up the hill where the walkers, the club, then people climbed over it, went straight up the hill from that side. Right, so it's just a nice, easy, pleasant drive home now. Like I say, I think I'll call at my sister's and get a nice cup of Nescafe cappuccino. They're absolutely lovely and creamy and fluffy and it's easy to drink. You can get addicted to them, they're lovely. Right, so obviously I'm in open field now, so I'm getting the wind blowing us. That's what I thought, like back there, that track that I went up to explore would have taken us up onto the road that you drive up and over here before driving down the S-bend here, the bank, because Skirl Naked Cottage is just up there, the other side of these trees. Up there. Just, it's an unusual name for a Skirl Naked, that's S-K-I-R-L, Skirl Naked Cottage. What the hell is that all about? Oh, another thing that I'm going through and all, my blue badge. Now I thought it was just going to be a typical case of reapplying, so they've got all me pictures and documentation proving who I am, address, date of birth, blah 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 blah, and it's taken weeks on end. Eventually they're sentencing, your blue badge has been accepted, please now pay the £10. So I went down to the town hall thinking that you could just go in there and pay it, but no, you've got to ring the number, automated blah blah blah, and then give them the reference number that comes in your email. So I've done that anyway, so now I'm just waiting for it to come in the post. And as bad as it is waiting for weeks on end for them to process, then you've got to wait 10 days for it to get sent out in the post, coming in the post to get it. So all in all, it takes weeks. I started my sister's application March the 4th on my birthday, and that's how long it's been gathering with her. Then they asked for more information, which they always do. So I took her to the doctor's the other day to get a printout of her medical records, and then the doctor says, oh no, we don't do that, or there might be a cost, so we'll give you our email address for the surgery, send that to the blue badge team, and they'll hopefully send an email to us requesting the information, and we'll email them. So it's backwards and forwards, constantly. Such a simple thing made into a monumental task. That's an unusual sound, that wherever birds, it sounds like two stones getting rubbed together. It's weird. I don't know what birds make that sound, but that's what it sounds like. You've got two pebbles in your hands and you're scuffing them together. Right, so as you can see, this grass track just takes you along and round the right to go to the climb over turnstile. Then I'll walk around the corner and jump in the car. Then I've got to drive back up that steep bank there where those two people are standing. Right, so it's a white van, just part of the very first position. Mine's further around to that. So there was a white van, then there was a black VW parked in front of me this morning. We were just jumping up and getting ready to go on our walks and do stretching and all that shit. That's why I try and park as far back as possible, because there's always going to be vehicles come down and park in front of you, so that it causes the view for to do your time lapse. There's quite a few cars here now again, so we must be getting into afternoon now. I'll soon find out. Right, so you can see the white painted railings now of Kerryburn Bridge behind there. So there's your wood mortar post pointing back the way where I've just come from. Right, so hopefully my time lapse has been going all the time since I left the car. at 8 o'clock this morning. Now the first battery went after 2 hours, so that took us to 10. Then I put the second battery in, so I don't know how long that went before it turned itself off though. Right. It's not very sturdy, this fence, like. I'll step now. Right. So what does it say? Public footpath, Coldgate Mill. That's that house just before you go, just as you come down the bank across over the ford with a car. It's Coldgate Mill. Is that house where the guy was cutting his grass this morning on one of them sit down on lawnmowers, tractor lawnmowers. No cyclists, no camera, no fires. Dogs to be kept on a lead, the usual. Right, just walk around this corner, go back to the car. Well, I brought an orange and I brought an apple. I've eaten them, but I've got an apple in my pocket here. I haven't touched that yet because the banana and the orange is just enough to keep us going, because I didn't have any breakfast this morning when I first got up. Just a cup of Horlicks. Right, so here's all the cars parked, and there's my car here now at the back. I'm glad I've got the wheel arch trim back on, like, because the car looked bloody ugly when that had blown off. Going 80 miles an hour along the motorway, the wind gets behind it and just flipped it off, come off all its clips and just flew back behind the car. But before I even realised it had come off, it was too late. I was halfway up the motorway by then, and I was going to stop and get back for it. So luckily enough, I went online on eBay and I started looking around for Volvo XC90s, my registration, yeah, and in silver, and luckily I got a plastic arch cover. So to make sure it doesn't come off, he's pop riveted it on. Must be from walking club and all, because I've got the maps and all that shit. Right, so that couple in the VW have gone now, or is it? No, this is theirs, I think. Right, so I'll be getting picked up by me time-lapse camera if it's still going, like, but I don't think so. It'll be switched off now, because I just let it run off its own battery instead of the car charging it. So you get about a 9-minute long time-lapse video. Right, unlock. Right, switch it off now and all, so it doesn't start going beep 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 when it starts getting charged up again. We're running the engine. Right. Right. Will that charge the it's stopped anyway now. I take it out because it'll be hot in the middle. Right, I'll take it out the car when I get home. Right. Let's start the engine. And let's stop recording with my cap. That's still gone. I did it now.